Hey everyone, this is Lemniscate, and welcome to our very first post tournament match commentary between the third and fourth place finishers in our first ever limited Hearthstone tournament, presented by our team, Third World Gaming. With me right now is my teammate Maktung,
Hey folks,
and so before we jump into the matches themselves, maybe we can just kind of give everyone a context
a bit of
about
a
what the
background.
tournament was really about.
Alright,
Yep.
sure.
Okay, so we played it on May 3rd. That was today, just a few hours ago. And it's a limited tournament. So in other words, you can't have epic or legendary cards in your deck lists. We decided that we wanted to go with something like this first because it makes for a more even playing field amongst newer players. And we were lucky enough to get a little bit of sponsorship from MOL. So thanks to them for providing the prizes for the entire series of tournament that we're going to be doing. So yeah, I think we can actually just jump into
The deck
the deck
list, yeah?
lists. Yep. Okay.
So what I'm
So
bringing up
yeah.
is over on the left we have Deadlykitten, and I believe he was coming in fourth seed, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then I think no, cause I'm sorry. These guys were it's like the losers bracket from the semifinals. That's why they
Right.
were playing
Yes.
bronze match. So
Yes.
well, I guess we should just take a quick look at their decks and see what stood out. Obviously, they
Yeah.
were both hunter, right?
Yes. Yep. Yep.
And so was half of the so was half
So
of
it's half of the field. Yeah.
the field, right?
That's actually kind of interesting. So people are starting to call this period the summer of Hunter, right?
Right.
Because Hunter is just doing so well in both in the ranked ladder and in tournaments all over the world. And I guess our tournament, even if it is just a limited tournament, it's not using all of the cards. It's no exception.
That's
We had how many players did we
30,
ultimately
30
sign?
plus. 30
Yeah, so we
plus, I
had a
think like
little,
35.
then we've got 35, 36 players playing,
Mhm.
and a good half of them were playing Hunter.
That's right. And
And
so, well, I mean, as far as hunter lists goes, let's take a look at Hypervenom's list first, right? This is pretty standard to me, I think.
yeah, yes.
Um, anything that seems to stand out for you?
I guess the one thing, okay, so this is heavily based on the classic Colento Hunter, the one that, ranked first legendary in NA and EU last season
Mhm.
and did very well in DreamHack Bucharest. The one difference is that he's got Tundra Rhino,
Right.
which is a minor innovation that the player Reynad kind of popularized when he played it at DreamHack and won a pretty amazing, um, uh, I guess I think it was like a round of 64 match. So he wasn't very deep into the tournament yet, but he won a game because he had chosen to play with Thunder Rhino, so it became very memorable for a lot of people.
That's right.
Uh, yep.
The other thing I guess is the Iron Beak Owl, because if I remember correctly, the original Colento list didn't have any owls.
Right,
But knowing that you were going to be in a field full of hunters, why wouldn't you run an owl?
right, right,
So,
exactly.
so I guess that's it for Hypervenom. Nothing much to say there. What about Deadlykitten?
This one is super interesting to me because it's like um, it's kind of like a retrospective on all of the variations of Hunter over the past couple of months.
Yeah,
So
it's
you've got the
Frankenhunter.
crazy face things, which is Leper Gnome.
Leper
So this
Gnome,
was
yeah.
like classic face Hunter from a couple of seasons back,
Mm-hmm.
running Leper Gnome as your turn one play. It also has traps, which is something that the Sunshine Hunter from about maybe is it not 3 weeks ago now or more than that when
Mm-hmm.
it first started getting popularized? Maybe about it was definitely middle of last season, so maybe about 3-4 weeks.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's running a freezing trap, which was interesting.
yeah,
I'm
definitely.
I'm trying to figure out what he was trying to freeze. Maybe he expected a larger field, but that's one thing that stood out.
Yep.
And two bows. That's a little interesting to me that he decided to
Yep.
run two eagle horn bows
Yeah.
despite only having two traps.
Yeah.
Um, So my guess here is maybe it was to keep opponent Crocolisk's under control, or maybe against Tempo Rogue. You
Right.
think?
Right. Yeah, I think I'm not sure either. I guess we'd actually have to ask him what the thought process was because, so um, this is not a minor quibble, by the way, because Eaglehorn Bow by itself is actually a really weak card. That's a really weak weapon. What it is an overpriced Fury War Axe. And you need to get value from the traps in order for Eaglehorn Bow to actually make a difference in your match.
That's right.
So most hunters will either play traps and bow, or they won't play traps or bow. That's kind of a package deal. And what's interesting about his choice here is that he's only got the two traps and the two bows. Normally, you would play at least three traps. I mean,
Right.
some
Well,
variation of explosive and freezing.
Well, you're right though. I mean, I guess we'd have to ask him
Yeah,
what
yeah,
his thoughts were. So, well, that being said, he still made it.
yeah.
He still made it to the bronze match, so he might have been onto something. And I guess without further ado, let's step into the match.
Right.
All right, so I'm bringing up the first match between Hypervenom and Deadlykitten. Deadlykitten is on the upper part of the board, and I was only unfortunately able to record Hypervenom, who is on the bottom of the board.
That's okay. I'm sure that it's better than not having video.
That's
So,
true.
yeah. Okay, so this is a pretty standard mull, right? You get rid of Stampeding. It'll be interesting to see if he keeps Hunter's Mark. He probably shouldn't. Oh, he's gonna keep all of it. Okay, all right. So he got rid of Stampeding. That's fine.
Okay.
Replaced by tracking. Okay.
I guess maybe because he did have coin, so
Right.
he was thinking of opening up with, well, I don't know, it's a mirror match, so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so the ideal hunter opening is always to bring down the Crocolisk first, because that's usually your strongest two drop. You don't really drop anything else on the second turn.
Right.
And
right
he's
on
actually
cue.
gonna coin it out. Okay. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
actually gonna aggro it out.
I like that, because why not? I mean,
Yeah.
his turn 2 play is likely hero power.
Yep. Oh, okay. And the other hunter answers exactly the same way. Okay. This is interesting too, actually. So the reason why he's not going to play his boar, apart from it being a pretty dumb play right now, is because there's a hunter's mark in his hand. So that combination can drop practically every wall. Oh, wow. Is he really going to play it? Oh, wow. Okay. Well,
I guess so.
oh,
Thought about it.
no, okay.
Oh, nope, he's doing it.
Okay. All right. I guess. All right. Okay.
I guess that's not so bad, I guess, because on his... He was already holding Unleash the Hounds anyway,
Right.
so that's not so bad. I was just
Sure.
wondering why he didn't track. But maybe it's because he didn't know what to track for. So
Yeah,
unless
that's
you have a
possible.
specific target, then it might be wise.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if it were me, I probably wouldn't know what to track for either. Uh, I mean, I guess you could argue that since he's already got Unleash, by default you're tracking for Starving Buzzard, but there's nothing on the board right now on his opponent's side, so there's no reason for you to.
Oh, okay. Deadlykitten responds with a second Crocolisk, which is probably annoying.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's such a good top deck for. Okay.
Well, one play is a Timberwolf trade hero power, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's pretty much what he's gonna do. There's no other move right now. And the reason why he's okay playing Timberwolf is because he's at turn 3, so that means turn 4 he can actually taunt it up with Houndmaster
Right.
and bring it
Make it a
right out of
3/3.
reach of. Oh,
Oh, here comes the bow.
That's why.
Oh,
you
he
have
went
Solar-
face. He went face.
Okay.
Oh,
Ah,
I really thought he was going to.
yeah.
I thought
that
he was
felt
going to
like-
clear that. But
It does seem like Deadlykitten's deck is it's more face.
more face oriented.
Anyway.
Okay, that makes sense.
I think so. That's definitely the impression I'm getting from the leopard gnomes.
Well, you called it. His turn 4 was a Houndmaster.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's pretty straightforward.
Right. I mean, the Hunter's Mark and the Unleash the Hounds are reactive cards. He's not going to be able to really play it unless his opponent is doing something on the board. And because his opponent isn't, then
Oh, that was
there,
interesting.
yeah,
Deadlykitten took an extra point of damage by doing it that
yeah,
way.
yeah. Well, he did say that it was a mistake.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Right after he did it, it's like, oh,
Yep. Yeah. He realized right after. Okay. All right. So now he has a better idea of what to track for, I suppose. Wow,
oh,
these are not great.
this is a rough, that's a rough track. Uh, uh, I guess the hyena.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Only
So
because Deadly
Mhm.
Kitten's at 19,
Yeah.
so just trying to pour the pressure on. Sorry, you were
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. I was gonna observe that, he although he didn't really need the track yet that turn, it would have been an even worse play to use flare because his opponent has shown him that he has bow, and as we know, bow is a package deal with
Typically means
traps.
traps, right?
Yeah, so now he wants to hold on to his flare because he can actually get rid of his opponent's cards with it.
Ooh, Deadly Kitten, look at that. Are we looking
Oh
at an
crap.
Unleash the Hounds?
Yeah, well, yeah. No, no,
Oh,
he doesn't
he
have
doesn't
enough
have
mana
it.
for it now.
Oh, he's digging. What's he digging for?
Well, he's digging for. Oh my
Oh!
god, so bad,
Oh!
so bad. Oh wow. Okay.
Oh!
And that, my friends, is why you don't play more than 3 creatures when you're playing versus Hunter, even if you're Hunter yourself. Oh my god,
Oh! Oh! I think that's game right here. Is there a way that?
yeah.
Well, no. Let's think of the options, right? Is there a way that Deadly Kitten can get out of this?
Double kill command with a boar on the board
Well,
would do it.
he's used one kill command already.
Okay, so he
Um,
doesn't have that option. One kill
hu-
command, a hunter's mark, and a boar would do it.
and the boar would do it, right?
That's the only way you could get out of this.
He's also used both his buzzards, so
He can't even draw into a solution at this point.
he might be able
He's,
to pull out a stall with maybe Animal Companion or.
he's also got deadly shot. Don't forget.
Oh
That's the
yeah,
other thing.
yeah. It wouldn't be Unleash. Okay, so we're looking at Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, it's got to be hunter's mark. Oh,
Ooh, okay,
okay. There's
there's
the
one.
hunter's mark. Okay, there's one. All right, so it's got one down.
Yeah, I think everything said that's
Oh,
about as good as it gets
yeah.
with what he had. So
Anyway, so he's won because he all he needs to do is hunter's mark that one
this
thing
is
and
game.
just yeah. So it doesn't even really matter anymore. Okay.
Wow, wow, that turn.
Wow. Yeah, that was brutal.
Okay, we'll have to take a look back at that and try and.
Yeah. Yeah. So Hunter versus Hunter is actually a really interesting kind of matchup because you know that at any moment your moves are going to be completely overridden by your opponent's Unleash the Hounds. So
Right.
it makes it really hard to, kind of figure out when the right time is to try to get an advantage. So Deadly Kitten made a play with his double buzzard, and it didn't work. And oh well, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's not really much to say about that. Oh well. It would be interesting to see what was in his hand, though. I think that would have been very.
Yeah.
Informative.
I think that's we were missing some key information there.
Okay, so rid of Stampede Dakota. I would actually have gotten rid of Starving Buzzard as well here, but that's I guess it's a preferential thing for Hypervenom.
Right. I mean, it's not exactly the end of the world. It just
Yeah,
means
yeah.
that you're. I guess he just wanted to, I guess solidify his combo.
Yes. Yeah, that's exactly what it was going for. At
Oh,
the
there's
expense
Leper
of
Gnome.
having better plays in the first 4 turns of the game. That's the exchange there.
Yeah. The sad part though is that he can't really do anything against.
The Leper Gnome.
Yeah, not until turn 3.
Hmm. It's not even worth it. Well, I guess it's arguable whether or not it's worth it to unleash the hounds against a leper gnome and maybe one other thing on the board.
Deadly Kitten. Did you catch that? Deadly Kitten used the coin and tracking.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know. Yeah,
I guess
I
he had
don't know.
nothing to play on too.
That's a pretty desperate way to ensure that you have something to play, though.
Hmm.
Mm. Okay. He's not. I just realized that he's not playing any of the other typical face stuff like Wolf Rider.
That's true. Yeah. Wow, two leper gnomes. This is starting to get a little rough.
Yeah, it's actually at the point where, like, if I were in his position, I'd seriously consider the Unleash.
Ah.
Oh, but he
Oh,
lucks out. He lucks
he
out with
gets
his.
Misha.
That was such a good animal companion. He had a
1 in 4.
33% chance
Oh,
of
is it?
getting
How
the
many animals
perfect
are
animal.
there? 3?
Three. There's three.
Oh, okay.
Oh well. Okay.
Charge, buff, taunt. Yeah.
It's had exactly the same.
Oh, hey. We're
Okay, so
okay.
there
Now
he's
he can
gonna
do
unleash
it.
it. Yeah, yeah. Yep. He was just waiting for 3-4.
That's 1. That's 2.
Okay, so he's taken a hell of a lot of damage from these leper gnomes. He's now gonna be down to 20. So over the course of 4 turns, he's taken 10 damage already
Yeah,
from a face
that's
hunter. That's scary. Let's see. So he's thinking. I wonder what's in his hand.
I'm not sure. Is that a kill command? No, I don't think so. It's not a hunter's mark.
A boar would be a good play.
A boar would be a good play. I agree.
So he can just keep chipping away at his opponent now. Meanwhile, Hypervenom can keep just playing creatures and drawing more cards. So this is a really good position for him.
Yeah. Okay, I like that one a little bit better.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have played the Timberwolf. That would have been a bad idea.
Well, he got Huffer.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
well, if you think about it, regardless of whether it was Huffer or Misha, it would have been a good one. It's just Leok who wouldn't have been good. Okay, are we going to see a no unleash?
He's gonna. Oh my god, is he gonna top deck it? Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. All right.
You know, when I'm playing Hunter, because I'm such a Hunter noob, this is where I keep making a mistake. I kind of killed the bird first. You're supposed to kill the hyena first before.
Yeah. Kill the hyena first. That's the most important part. Unfortunately, he doesn't have enough dogs to actually take out Huffer.
Just a little
So
short.
now, Huffer is probably gonna trade pretty favorably.
Well, what do you do from here? I mean, there are two options. He could play the hyena, and does he have unleash? He doesn't have unleash.
No, he doesn't. Yeah, I mean, Hoffer's kind of is pretty valuable. I would, yeah, it's a tricky turn. You could play hyena and trade with the starving buzzard, but damage has already been done.
Right. He could also play the hyena, silence the buzzard, and trade with the dog, or go face.
Yeah.
Or just straight up play Hymain.
I think that Hymain might be a little weak right now because there's no way for you to actually turn that into an advantage next turn unless he draws into like a Houndmaster.
Right.
Because his opponent has a full hand.
Oh,
and the Hymain's not gonna stop.
Does he pick a boar or a kill command? I guess he goes with the boar.
He's gonna boar so that he can grow the hyena. That was a pretty decent pick actually.
Yeah.
So it takes out the buzzard, and then Hoffer takes out.
Now do you trade or face at this point? I like that play. I like going face.
Okay, so he's gonna go for it. Okay. It's funny. I would have, if I were in his position, I would have traded.
Traded? Yeah, I thought about that for a while, but I'm also looking at his hand. Does he have lethal next turn? No, not really.
No, he doesn't. But I guess he's trying to catch up. And I mean, it's hard to say if it was a bad move or not.
Yeah.
I guess you could argue that it was okay.
Let's see, what are the options here? You
Kodo for value.
Yeah, you could
Makes the most
Kodo.
sense.
Is it a Kodo trade hero power? Maybe?
Mm,
Because that's one option. Okay.
yeah,
Oh, really putting the pressure on.
yeah, yep. He's really going for it.
Yeah, this is a pretty awkward spot.
Hmm.
Oh, what can Deadlykitten do from here?
Well,
Unex-
can't Leroy, so it's hard to imagine a 17-point comeback. Whereas, he's got, I mean, Hypervenom has way more than
Right. I mean, he
necessary
could
lethal.
trade Boar kill command. Oh!
Oh gosh.
Ooh.
Oh wow, that was a pretty big mistake.
Hmm.
Unless he has explosive trap, actually.
Unless he has. No, he called it a mistake.
Oh crap, that's horrible. That's so
Uh,
bad.
it's like deja vu for me. I used to do that all the time. You can't blame him though. I mean, Houndmaster looks like a beast.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's all the dogs in the artwork that make it, it makes you think that it's a beast, and it makes you think that your kill command does the full 5 damage.
Well, he's still not entirely dead. At the I was about to say an unleash and Timberwolf would have done it. Ah, but he only has one Timberwolf. That makes it a little rough.
Yep. So he doesn't have, yeah, he doesn't have any choices right now. He just has to. All he can do is trade with Huffer. Otherwise, he's dead next turn. So that's all he's gonna do, and he's just gonna pray that Hypervenom doesn't have it, which is, it's unlikely.
Hmm. Does he have enough? So it's
No.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
No. He doesn't have 10. So he's gonna try to look for something. If he doesn't get it, he's.
Now do we play high main?
It looks like what he's gonna do is Deadly Shot and then River Crocolisk and then Hero Power, which is, it's a move.
Yeah.
And I actually don't mind that move either, because I'm all for removing the opponent's board, because this is the kind of deck that can buff its creatures in a potentially game swinging way.
Yeah, that's right.
So you just want to get rid of everything and kind of cement your victory.
Right, and also since we saw a bow in the last game, it's traps. So
Yep.
Yeah, I think dealing the damage consistently is worth it.
Ooh. Okay, so he's got his own Stampeding Kodo.
Right,
That is value.
the hounds.
Oh.
Oh, that's a good turn.
Nice. Yeah, that's a really good turn.
That's a
for
good turn.
Deadlykitten.
Mm,
Wow.
He's on a 3-turn clock though.
Yes.
Oh, that's game. Is it game? That's gotta be game, right?
Yeah,
Drop
yeah.
the
'Cause he's
Rhino
got
and
the two
then
Timberwolves. Yeah.
and then hero power.
Like he doesn't even need to attack. Well, well,
Yeah, right.
there you go.
GG.
Pretty much over. And that was short and sweet, actually.
Yep. So, wow. All right. So that's how it went down. I don't think there was anything particularly outstanding in that
Well,
match.
Yeah, not in that particular match. There were definitely mistakes, and I guess we don't really have to kind of dwell on them. In the first match, the double Starving Buzzard play from Deadlykitten was not that was an arguable idea, I think, and it turned out really badly for him.
Right.
And then in the second game, the kill command that didn't kill anything was unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's the thing about these mirror matches is they tend to be very unforgiving, because you're playing very, very similar cards, so you need to kind of squeeze as much value as you possibly can out of every card in your deck. So
Right. Well, that said, though, not taking anything away from Hypervenom, he played that out really well.
yeah. So
Right. And actually, the nice thing about the tournament was that none of these guys actually really lost because at the end of it, it was Hypervenom walking away with 300 and Deadlykitten walking away with 200 MOL points. So
not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. So I guess they were really just playing for that extra 100, but regardless of the outcome, they both already won by making it into the bronze match. So
Right, right. Actually, I mean, come to that, the all of the top eight came away with some money in their pocket, so that's not so bad.
not bad at all. The
Yep,
only thing bad about this tournament is I can't play in it.
and neither can I. So at least you have someone to commiserate with.
All right. Well, I guess that's it. Thanks everyone for watching. This was the bronze match, and very soon we will be uploading the finals match, um, casted most likely by Lemniscade and Katips.
All right.
All right.
So we'll see
So
you guys soon.
see you guys soon. Stay tuned and stay tuned. Stay tuned, and we'll see you. We'll see you soon. All right. Bye.
Bye.